Hi, welcome. I'm trying to learn guitar today, Ode to Joy, and after we've done with, we're gonna do Tiptoe Yoga. And if you participate in the Tiptoe Yoga, then it's the hours. Ode to Joy. This song is the melody to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Instead of writing the strumming above each bar of music, it is easier to write it as a rhythm pattern. This indicates which strumming pattern to use in each bar throughout the song. In bar 8 there are 2 chords in the bar. Here 2 chords, D7 and G. Each one receives 2 counts. Remember to use the slide finger when changing between G and D7. But we had just D7 and G. How could... Maybe we should make on the first one always there the strumming, the whole G major and the D7 and the G major, and the other one just pick them. Maybe that is a rhythm pattern, 1 bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should strum on the first and the third because there's a new thing. So I think I get it. We should, every time there's a G or D7 written, we should make the G major with these 3 fingers, or the D7, and when there is no one, we should just pick the one. Let's try it. I'm gonna get the guitar. So we should make first a G major. So let's see, first finger on the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then the 2nd finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger on the 1st string on the 3rd fret, or then all 6. So I should start with that. And here I guess we should make all. And now we're going to go up to the C and then D. And the C was supposed to B, and the C was that one. So 2nd string, and then the 1st fret, that was the C. And then the D was the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. So we have that and that. So we're starting with G major. It doesn't really sound even if I play it properly. These are the correct notes, that is true. So if you play now G, I think this is G, the 3rd one. The first one gets 2. So I think. Let's go on and then we're having once D7, and then back to C and B and then A. D7 was the 1st finger on the 1st fret on the 2nd string, the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and the 3rd finger on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, and then for the 5th down. So remember that one, D7, and then down to C, C, and then B, and then A. A was on the 3rd string, the G string, and pressed the 2nd fret. A. Let's try together. We had here the D7, then we have here the, but it was a D. And then directly the C, and then we should play the B. So it's this one. There's the D7, then just C, then along the B, and then the A. And we should go down G again 2 times G, but just once with a G major. But no one of these things includes a G. The first one, that is an E. That is an E, that is an F, that is F sharp, and is the G. So we should start with G major. I can't see it from here, it's not so good. G major, and then we should go to C and D, and then we should make it D again, D7, and the C would be the A, G, and then two Gs. The first one is G major. I think we don't really get what we want to play, but maybe that is what I want to play. Was that anywhere explained when you should do it? This indicates the open third string at G note. Do we have it anywhere here? Yes, we're having there TAB written, and then there's 0, 1, and 3. So there's T, A, and B written. Tableau is a method of indicating the position of notes on the fretboard. There are 6 tab lines, each representing one of 6 strings. There are 6 tab lines, are with these. One of the 6 strings of a guitar. Study the following diagram. There's the nut at the top of the guitar, and then it's the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth string. Okay, and now we're having T, A, and B. Why is the T written on the second string, and the A on between the third and fourth, and the B on the fifth? When a number is placed on one of the lines, it indicates the fret location of a note. Now let's say there is a 0 between the A and T on the fourth string, from the bottom of the third string. This indicates the open third string at G note. So there should be just played at G. Now it's open with G. And if there's a 3 written on the B, this indicates the third fret of a fifth string, which is a C note. The third fret of a fifth string. Okay, that makes sense. So fifth string because it's written on the fifth string from the bottom, and then the third fret because it's 3 in. And that would be a C. And if it's a 1, this indicates on the first fret of the first one, which would be an F. These 5 lines are called the staff and the stave. We're gonna go back to that and make it in the next part. Now what we had here so far was Alpha Joy, and that was now the beginning of it. We're having here, so we should play a G major, that makes sense. We should count 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should play now on the B string and open B. Because it is in B. But I thought we should play G major. That would make a lot more sense, I think. Let's try the one moment with the B, without the G major thing. I can't see it from here. It's G, G. We're having G, G, A, B, B, and A. G, G, A, B, B, A. But if it was that close up, it's a little bit far away. I can barely see, I can see it a little. It's D, 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 and then C, B, A. And then it's an A and a G. Now we have the melody, but we have to come back. That means that was the guitar part. If you were here for guitar, you can go directly to the next part of guitar, and then where we're going to go back in the book to the right about notation and look for the things mean there. If you stay here and participate in the tiptoe yoga, let's say the honest. My feet are staying together, the riff in, up on the tiptoes, out and down, in and up, out and down, in and up, out open to the side, in and up, out open to the other side, in and up, make an inch of space between the toes, open to the side, in and up, out to the other side, in and up, out and down, in and up, out and down, into the knees a bit, in and up, out and down, in and up, and out and lean onto the knees. You can go with the heels down, breathe in, and out the heel with the back. In middle, out the belly. In middle, out. In middle, out the belly. In middle, and come back around, back up at the top of backwards. Shoulder down, heels down. Arms up on the tiptoes, and sink down. This can go onto the knees. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out and down, heels down. And yes, the legs apart. One foot points in front, the other one to the side, in the arms up. Out, bend the front leg, come with the front leg on the tiptoe. In, straighten the front, out and back. In, straighten the front leg, out, down again, middle, down. To the other side, breathe in, and out, back the front leg, on the tiptoe. In, reach in front, out and back. In, straighten the front leg, out, back, down, down, down. Legs a bit apart, in the arms up. Come up on the tiptoe, and out, sink down. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out and down. In and up. Out and down one more time. In and up. Out, hands down, heels down. Have the feet standing together, in the arms up on the tiptoe. And up and down. Breathe in. And out, stretch only the left leg. Change. And the right one. Middle and down. Open with the feet to the side. Keep on hanging down. Breathe in. And out, go over to the back. Breathe in. And over to the other side. Breathe in. Out into the middle. And close the feet again. Breathe in. And out, come around, back up at the top and backwards, shoulder. In the arms up. Hands to touch and lower them down to heart center. That was the tiptoe yoga. I thank you very much, and until next time.